When we look at the dense history of video editing, there is a lot you can talk about. And while you might not think much about it, it's everywhere. From the TV shows, movies, and even ads you watch. The average person sees quite a bit of editing work every single day. It's how filmmakers create tension, comedy, and even meaning. But guess what, YouTube? The way we edit today would have seemed like sorcery 100 years ago. Seriously, imagine explaining Adobe Premiere to someone in 1910. They think you're a wizard. But how exactly did we go from scissors and tape to timelines and AI? Well, grab your clapperboard because today we're breaking down the mind-blowing evolution of video editing. Video editing has been a topic that I've wanted to cover for a bit now, and over the past couple of breaks from school, I've been increasingly interested in learning. I used my limited skill set to create the Brett Cooper documentary, and I incredibly appreciate the support on that video. So after learning a bit more and taking a lot of inspiration from the theorist style, I've concocted this video just for you guys, you editors and history nerds out there. Alright, let's rewind all the way back to the early 1900s. Back then, editing wasn't just hard, it was dangerous. Editors used literal scissors to chop up film reels and glue them back together by hand. No Control-Z here, folks. Every cut was final. And if you made a mistake, congrats, you just ruined hours of work. One of the earliest examples of editing came from the Great Train Robbery in 1903. It wasn't just the first Western, it was one of the first movies to use cross-cutting to build suspense. For those of you who don't know what cross-cutting is, it's basically when you use two different shots of the same scene at the same time to create tension. Pretty impressive for people literally gluing film together, eh? Let's fast forward to the 1970s, and things started to get a little more interesting. Editors traded scissors for machines called Moviola. Moviola. First try. A big clunky device that lets you rewind and replay film without destroying it. Apocalypse Now is the chef's kiss example of analog editing at its peak. Walter Murch showed the world that editing wasn't just technical, it was an art form. This is where the idea of editors as creative geniuses really took off. But the real game changer came in the 80s, when computers entered the chat. Tools like CMX 600 and Avid Media Composer let editors skip around footage like it was a playlist on Spotify. No rewinding, no rewaiting, it was magic. One of the first big movies to show off this tech was Terminator 2: Judgment Day. The seamless action scenes, the jaw-dropping T-1000 effects, all made possible by this digital wizardry. Editing had officially leveled up. Then came the 90s. Oh yeah, the 90s. And editing went mainstream. Adobe Premiere dropped in 1991, making editing something anyone with a computer could do. Final Cut Pro came in 1999 and said, hey indie filmmakers, you don't need a studio to make something awesome. And DaVinci Resolve? It started as a color grading tool, but turned into an all-in-one editing powerhouse. Suddenly, editing wasn't just for pros. It was for YouTubers, TikTokers, and, well, me. Fun fact, my documentary, and this video itself, edited on good old Resolve. But here's where it gets to the next level. The internet didn't just change how we make videos, it changed how we share them too. Tools like Frame.io let editors and directors collaborate in real time, even if they are halfway across the world. Don't believe me? Just look at The Mandalorian. The editing team worked remotely, using cloud-based workflows to fine-tune everything from lightsaber fights to Baby Yoda sipping soup. And now we're in uncharted territory. Artificial intelligence is changing the game all over again. AI tools like Adobe Sensei can analyze footage, suggest edits, and even automate complex stuff like color correction and rotoscoping. Pretty cool, right? But here's the twist. Does this mean human editors are going to be extinct? Is my job going to be gone? Not exactly. Sure. AI can save time, but it can't replicate human intuition or creativity yet. So, is AI the future of editing, or just another tool in the box? That's the debate. So, what have we learned, kids? Don't play with scissors. Yeah, that's it, yeah. From scissors to software, from linear to non-linear, editing has come a long way. But no matter how much the tools change, one thing stays the same: storytelling. Editing is how we shape meaning, emotion, and time itself. You're part of a legacy that goes back over a century. And honestly, that's pretty awesome. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe leave a comment down in the comment section. Put a lot of work into this video, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one.